Alrighty, so we're gonna throw in a couple new meta builds. I think will be the new meta for this new patch that we came out with. We're using dual needle guns with a stun needle launcher on the shoulder and a melee weapon. I think I'm using, there's a couple you can use. I saw people using the redshift in combination with the homing missiles, which I think the homing missiles are going to be meta now since the coral missiles got nerfed into the ground. Stun needle launcher is still pretty decent. The stun guns are still pretty decent. And yeah, we're just rolling with this. We got mostly the, I guess the Alba's got a buff. The hulls are pretty good still, so I'm going to just throw that on for style points. I was using the ephemeras originally. But Varel head, ephemeras, or yeah, I swapped that out for the hull arms, hull legs, and the mind alpha. Some of the boosters got a buff. I might have to change that out. But we're using the Oculus for the close range assist for the pistols, and NGI 000, some terminal armor. I'm using terminal armor now. I mean, for good combos, you definitely want to use the assault armor. You can like bait people in when you get stunned, but there you go. That's the creator code if you need it. PS5 only. And we also got the creator code for my team build, which is the missile build. That's what we're going to be using now. It's kind of a double video here. We're just going to mess with it. It is what it is. Using a different FCS for the missile lock-on. Multi-lock correction, guidance, and all that. Kikaku boosters. Sentai. And we got the Mind Beta, the Basho arms, and the Ephemera chest piece, the Mind Beta helmet. Those legs allow you to jump so high, and this build's pretty lightweight with the chest piece. Alright, the boost is pretty decent. They kind of buffed all boosters, so you can even have a heavier build and float around a lot. This is the one that has a little bit of adaptability you can add to it. You can use dual rocket missile launchers in the hand. You can have like whatever melee you want. I like the Buta because you can use like sword cancels and stuff. And yeah, that's pretty much that build. We're just gonna get into some PvP. So here I'm using the what I'm gonna call Red X, I guess, because it uses the red sword and the red boosters, a needle and the needle launcher, the needle guns. But here you can like, I'm almost dead. I can run up, freaking get him with the stun needle. It's like, I bet that guy is so mad. Like, being able to win with 1 HP is insane. I like how they buffed the terminal armor a lot. Those have been really useful lately. But for combos, you definitely want assault armor. You can probably get some better one-shot capability and damage output. But for survivability, if you have some decent weapons to just kind of like outlast your opponent, you can pretty much out-DPS them with that in the long run if you have more HP. And this armor setup, you're allowed to like dodge around a lot faster. And the older ones, like tanks, pretty much got nerfed to the ground. My freaking spider leg setup and the tank tread PvP builds kind of suck now, and I'm sad about that. But I don't know. I feel like this is kind of the way PvP should be. This is kind of how it should be played right now. I think PvE, those tank treads are still good. So that's awesome. You can still use the Gatling guns and stun needles and get S ranks on most of those missions, I think. But yeah, what you want to do is kind of stay in close. If you can get timed needle launcher hits in between, if you can hit them in the like time your dodges, like you want to get them when they're like right above, like right when they're about, when you think they're about to use one of their heavy launchers that stuns them in place for a second. If you time it perfectly, you can hit them right before they shoot, hit them with yours, you dodge out of the way of their rockets. But yeah, that was a GG right there. Just kind of one you can mess around with. You could probably use redshift, or what I kind of like to use on this one's the red sword right here. The coral reef, I don't know what the heck you call it. The red version of the Buddha. Yeah. Let's see how this guy goes. He's using, what the heck was he using? Oh yeah, this is the guy that I fought a few times just to kind of get a good feel of this new setup. And yeah, pistols are decent now for especially lightweight builds. I was kind of using that weapon, or that build where I used the Gatling gun in one hand and the lance in the other, and that was still pretty decent. I've been getting more consistent wins with this. I can actually stay fast, but do similar amounts of damage with that. As the, ooh man. Those frickin' melee hits are sick. If they just try to go over your head like that, just aim for a coral sword. There we go. And you probably could swap out the stun needle launcher for homing missiles on this build, and that might even be decent too. Which that might actually be my next build. I might have like a needle pistol in one hand, or both hands. A grenade launcher instead of the sword maybe, and homing missiles. I really like the melee though. It really depends who you're fighting against. If there's people that like to stay away from you, yeah, definitely use the missiles, but if there's people that like to be up close, then you can challenge them with some melee and assault armor. I saw some people using assault armor into the slicer. That one's like pretty decent now. I think slicer may have gotten a buff. I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong about that, but you know, assault armor and all that, the slicer's still good. This guy's using like the new buffed assault rifles with the Huxleys. And I noticed that the stun needle launcher actually does pretty well against the people that use pulse armor, because it makes their hitbox a little bigger. You can kind of just like spam it like as soon as they activate it, and it takes out like half of it right away. Yeah, he's calling that. He knows exactly when that's gonna come. So when the people can predict those charge attacks, you definitely want to use like a different melee for sure, like Redshift or the Buta. I think is probably going to be the better one, just for those sword cancels and fake outs. You can cause your opponent to make some mistakes that way. He's stunned. Just get him with the sword. Missed because I'm trash. And I really think that, like, let me stun each other. I love when that happens. I really think like, in those moments I could have used a different melee, for sure. I will have to try out the slicer, and, like, I'll make one more build after this video, but these are just, like, some decent builds to use, I think. This one's definitely one of the more fun ones to use in 1v1s at least. Like, what the heck? That was awesome. Yeah, the hitbox is just too big on the enemy when they use pulse armor. Like, whenever they use that, you're pretty much good to... I think even the electricity in the stun needle can probably penetrates it a little bit too. I'm not sure, but kind of like when you use pulse weapons. Yep, and he's done. We're gonna do a couple more 1v1s, get some different people. This guy's using, I think they buffed those pistols for sure. And some Huxleys. I'm gonna change my color scheme a little bit. I went with the red lights, just to match the booster and the sword. Yeah, I'm thinking about maybe using the Redshift on this. I think that'll be cool. Maybe swapping out stun needle for homing missiles. Yep, that was good. You can bait that so well. Like, you can just use assault armor out of stun like that, like instantly. That is a really good tactic. Probably gonna want to do that in the future. Yep, but terminal armor gets me out of his combo, so now I can go for the attack. And he's done. I bet he's so pissed after that. Shit's just funny. I'm using some needle guns. Yeah, that shield's okay, but I don't think it's as good as the coral shield. Bam. And you get hit with all that damage. That was a good combo. I mean, I think that Slicer is going to be really good in team battles for sure, because if you stun lock your opponent and they get stuck like that forever, it allows your teammates just to pummel them, so. Here I make a mistake. I went for a melee attack. I really should have I should have shot him right there. But yeah, playing sloppy, that's okay. You can still pull this back, you can still bring this back. Yeah, it's not quite absorbing all the damage there, so he's going right up close to my face, so I'm just going to go with my melee. He's going to trade with an easy, like, 4,000 damage, like, what the heck. That's a thing. Like, luckily I'm fast, but also I still have some decent AP. Just gonna make him think that he's won. Dodge out of his combo. Go for mine. And we're not gonna make the same mistake by going for a melee, we're just gonna shoot him. GG. Give him a little BM teabag shit. Oh man. Here we got some team battles. I'm gonna really go for the team battles. Look at that team, man. That guy on the left ends up being like crazy good for some reason. He's using a Zimmerman still. I'm surprised he's actually able to do more damage with that. It's just his setup. He's got melees and rockets. And you'll see in a little bit. I just wanted to play this out because like this match, the start of it was pretty wild. Everyone's using those homing missiles now. Dude, that kick should not have hit me. It totally missed on my screen. Homing missiles and stun guns. Fucking fun. Just gonna get out of the assault armor really quick. Those sword kills are so fun. That's just a satisfying hit. We like that weapon just for that. Ooh. They're all stuck under there, definitely getting hit. I don't even know how his kick landed, but my sword missed there, I think. But me and this MVP guy, just the tag team combos on these guys, we're just able to just, oh man, there you go, see stuff like that. You're able to work with your teammate with the melee stuns. I don't even know how I'm still alive right now. I'm just gonna hide under here so no one just hits me with a stray bullet, tickles me to death. Hit him with the coral sword. That took out all of his armor in like one hit. That could be pretty useful. At least against people with pulse armor. And also in team battles if they're distracted, because they're probably just going to jump out of the way if you're going to 1v1. Alright, alright. I'm going to swoop in. Oh, I walked right into that. Now I'm just getting stun locked. I think here's when they start to target me. They're bullying me. I'm getting bullied right now. Yeah, they just freaking bully me over and over here. Just gonna... We stun each other and then my teammates are off doing something. I don't even know. I guess they're ganging up on one guy. I'm just like stuck fighting these two. Those homing missiles are insane though. They just pretty much stun you instantly. My lock-on glitch, didn't even know what I was looking at there. Mm-hmm. Making a lot of poor plays. Yeah, I pretty much just got carried that round. Like, I mainly wanted to highlight this because look at that score. He has 1,500 points. What the heck? He was basically using the Zimmermans and rocket launchers, or missile launchers on the shoulders. So here's where I come up with a new build. Based off of his. He was using a similar setup, but I found one that utilized the jumping legs, a little bit lightweight of a build. Using the same rockets as him, I wasn't going to use the Zimmerman since it got nerfed. I wanted to play towards the long range setup, and this is the perfect map for it. You can use all this verticality and all the terrain and stuff. And since the boosters are more floaty now, you can pretty much fly all around this place, so I kind of like this map now. Oh yeah. This guy's probably gonna kill me, but that's okay. We're gonna go for this guy while we can. Somehow I'm still alive. He's gonna spam kicks to get out of here. Unload all of the whole payload there. Half his health in like one combo. This is ridiculous. Yep, there it is. I was wondering when that would happen. Well, GG's. I finally died. Yeah, I really like just kind of going under the map. This guy is getting really close to the dead zone here, so we're just gonna leave him to it. If he accidentally kills himself, that's his problem. Oh, there he is. Hey, bud. Where'd he go? I can hide down here too. I don't know where he went. Oh, there he is. Yep, I'm dead. Welp. Yeah, I guess I could have done a little bit better plays there. I'm just gonna jump high and support the teammates that are on the offense. Right above them, raining down hellfire. Should have done a boost cancel there, or a sword cancel. Yeah, I've noticed a lot of these guys are using more lightweight builds now. Which is pretty good. I think more of the medium builds are like really good too, but those lightweight builds, if like if you're fighting against a lightweight build, there's just certain weapons that used to be meta, and even most of the weapons in the game just won't even hit them anymore, so. I'm just gonna let those missiles hit them while I hide down here. So look at that, the homing missiles are just on you constantly, it's wild. Yeah, we're gonna have to throw some of those on here, I think. There he is. What are you doing down here? There we go. I can't even see. It's using stun guns. That's good. Oh man. He's using the tank treads too. Those pretty much got like nerfed, so he has less health now. Dunzo. There we go. Open up the sword. Yeah, you pretty much with this tactics, you're gonna wanna, yeah, let all the missiles hit him. like one after the other, or if they're really slow, you can launch them all at once. And then as they're falling, you kind of fall with them and get into melee range, and then you just kind of unload at the combo. Like you can stun them. If they have high attitude stability, you can stun them first and go for a charge attack. Or you can build up that stun meter and hit them with the sword, which probably would stun them with the first hit, and then you can go with the second hit, and then it will stun them, kind of like that. But yeah, he's pretty good at running away, that's for sure. Sword attacks. Yep, and teammate's gonna come in at any time and save me, hopefully. Man, what a fight. It was really close there, though. Like, I would almost be tempted to throw on the missile launcher on the left hand, a homing missile on the right shoulder, and needle gun on the right. Yeah, so I'd have a needle gun, this missile launcher, another missile launcher on the shoulder, and probably homing missiles, and I think that would be like my new meta build. I'll probably do like a video on that soon. I'm gonna see if it works. I'm gonna have people adjust to this new one first for a little bit and see how that goes, how that plays out. See what other people are coming up with. I don't even know what this guy was doing. He was stuck there for a minute. I'm just like, I'm gonna take advantage of this. Fuck this dude. But that's what I was saying. Yeah, I think this mech setup is really good, especially if you want to like stay up in the air and float around and be maneuverable. I think it works really well. And the Buta, oh, through the wall, that was sick. And the Buta is really good for the sword cancels. So like 1v1s and setups like that, I think that'd be good. But like an all-rounder setup for both team battles and 1v1s, I think I'd have to like do a little bit of a combination of the two. Needle gun or something. Or maybe even Renjetsu. I think one Renjetsu is almost like 2 needle guns. I could be wrong though. Actually, they're still kind of bad. I don't really like missile rifles or any of those burst rifles at all. I'm sad they nerfed the coral missile. That one was really fun. The memes you could do with that, and the missiles that I was using on the Batmobile, like those all got nerfed. Like they saw my build and they're like, yeah, this is fun. Just make this guy have like no fun now. Kind of how I feel with FromSoft games. It's like, we're going to take all the fun builds away. Everyone's going to use, like, fast builds now. I guess that'll be, like, more in the Dark Souls fighting, I guess. Feels less like mechs and more like, just, like, Dark Souls guys in armor now. And casting spells at each other. Like, if you know how mage combat is with light rolls, that's kind of what it feels like. But I still have like 700 points, so I have like half of the other enemy's score right now. That's ridiculous. I'm just using missiles now, and the other guy that's on my team is also using missiles, so I guess that's going to be the new meta going forward for sure. Homing missiles, these G2 6-cylinder rockets that I got up there. And I'm not sure what that is. It's like a BML, HML. But it's probably the best hand holding, the right-handed, what do you call it, handheld rocket launchers, missile launchers in the game. Those ones. Just because it locks on like super fast and the tracking's pretty decent. At least if you're mid to long range, it works really well. And if they get in close, you can come in really. There it goes. Oh, now that he's stunned to go for the melee, but he has assault armor, so he's pretty decent at it. He knows what he's doing. He's just gonna run. Okay, yep. He just gave up. I don't know what that was about. 4 tank treads. He will be missed. I have a feeling if he wasn't using tank treads, the score would be a little bit more even. Okay, I would bet money on that for sure. He has like a better player that was using like a lightweight build instead of the tank treads. Ooh. Worth it. Did the sword cancel into the finisher there, but my teammate had to finish him off. That was okay though. GG's all around, and see, I'm gonna go over all these builds really quick. I got second place of 1,000, but this guy has 1,600. What the heck is he using? He's using the same stuff. Like, seriously. 2 missile launchers, and 2 missiles on the shoulders. Like, what the heck? He's just using a missile build. And this guy was on our team and lost, but he's using, like, Zimmermans and stuff. Dual Huxleys, ear shots, VPs. And he's using stun guns and a needle launcher. He's got the same build that I was using for 1v1s. Just for shits and giggles, we're gonna see if this build works in 1v1s. Why not? Alrighty. Auto Y. Don't want me to use Z yet. If they come out with a new patch, I'll use Z. Flare. The linear rifles. Redshift and Truno. That should be fun. That's it. I am GG. I am. GG, dude. Holy crap. That was really close. Holy fuck, dude. Alright. For the final phase. That was intense. Dude, these one-shot capabilities are crazy. Damn, those homing missiles are insane. Oh, well, I'm dead. Oh, you missed. Oh, those frickin' missiles. Damn, GG, dude. Oh, that was close. Yeah, this build is better in the team battles, but the other one's really good in the fucking 1v1, so that one's fucking sick. GG, man. Alrighty, let's see what we got here. Everyone's using Butas and ear shots. It's ridiculous. Everyone's testing out the grenade launchers and stuff. New meta, I guess. I'm thinking about adding one of those homing missile launchers on this build. Not gonna lie. But I do like the Buta. We'll see. To launch our barrage and if I can't do anything. Probably like, what the heck? Why are you up so high? Now this guy isn't as fast as the other guy, so the missiles are like nothing. You can get them. And jump in with the sword. Yep, there we go. That's GG. And launch a barrage. Get that stun bar built up and a Kimbo Slice. I love how he was able to hit that. And he's so fast, you're able to dodge out of the assault armor and dodges all of his melees, so this is a decent build for maneuverability for sure. He's already at like max stagger almost. I can probably get him. Jump in. If I hit him once with the sword, probably get him, but we're gonna stay back. Let our stuff recharge. We don't really have to do anything. Let them come to us. Wait for it. And there we go. Well, anyway, I hope you enjoyed. That was my last clip for today. Peace out.